So now we're gonna shift gears and we're gonna play with what we call the UConn Trombone Octet. It's a smaller group that we kind of pull out of the UConn Trombone Choir. And we're gonna feature one of our own members' original piece of music for trombone choir. This is written by Mark Paine, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Mark is a saxophone player. And the UConn Sax Quartet has a concert tomorrow at noon, 12, yes, before the Jazz Lab Band concert here in VDM. So come check them out. Mark's a wonderful saxophone player and a great composer. And he asked to join the trombone choir last year, and it was during UConn Sax Quartet rehearsal. And so I think you showed up to one rehearsal, and then you were like, I never saw you again. And then I ran into him in the halls. He's like, oh, it's during Sax Quartet. I'm really sorry. And then I got an email in August from Mark that said, I swear it's not going to conflict with Sax Quartet. I'd really like to play in the trombone choir. I was more than happy to have him play. He was in my brass tech class here at UConn 2-3 years ago and sounded great on the trombone. And I know he plays it in other ensembles, so I said, sure. And then it's like a week before the semester starts, Mark sends me an email. I knew he was working on something for trombone choir, and he sent this email, this piece, Dance Battle, and said, hey, I'd love it if the trombone choir could play this. And I said, oh, sure, let's do it. And then Mark said, it'd be really great if the trombone choir could play it in 2 weeks on my recital. And I was like, well, that's not going to happen. And we've had a lot of fun digging into this. It's really wonderful to play works written by our own members. We had just done a piece by Sylvia Gopalakrishnan last year. So now somebody's going to have to write a piece for us next year from the ensemble, so start thinking about it now. We've had a really, really great time working on this. It also gets to feature Jake Lassick on the alto trombone, because this piece is written for alto trombone, and I said, Jake, you're going to have to learn it. And he jumped into it, and just in first rehearsal came in and played it down cold. It was great. So this is Dance Battle by Mark Paine, the world premiere performance.